Hi there everyone, I hope that you're all having a great day so far and you had a good weekend. Alright, so today I decided that I needed to sit down and say, okay, what do I need to talk about? Because I remember that a little while ago I did a poll and I asked everybody to vote on what they would think they would like to hear me talk about. I got suggestions on talking about past loved ones and what happens after you die. I can share with you my experience through readings that I've done, so we'll talk about that. I will do a video like that very soon. Today I thought, well, which one should I do first? Because I had suggestions about, talking more about psychic ability, developing your intuition, more in-depth information on how the readings are done, which I've started to do for you guys. And when I can, and when it comes up in a reading and I pick up on a certain subject, I'm going to elaborate on a little bit in the future, okay, but in bits and pieces so that I don't make extortionately long readings that nobody wants to listen to. Okay, I really don't want to bore you guys to death. So the first thing that I want to talk about today is I pulled this card, Commander Ashtar. Okay, this is from the Kyle Gray Keepers of the Light. Okay, and I just decided today I needed to be told what I need to talk about. And what he says to us is, he says, call to action. This is very interesting that this comes up now when there are so many people feeling called to action, not only in their personal lives, but also in, taking action, becoming activists, all of these kinds of things. But this is on a much more personal level when I see this as well. I feel as if we can really work on our personal development. We can really work on getting in touch with who we really are, where we come from, what we are in terms of spirituality. All right. It also says here, take charge, lead by example, walk your talk. In other words, don't just say, well, this is what people should be doing. You need to be doing it as well. You need to lead by example. You need to lead by showing people that you work with integrity when you do things. Okay. And also take charge. A lot of the time when I give guidance to clients, I say to them, you need to take action. You can't just expect me to do something for you and you can't take action. We have to work together. You also have to realize that it's imperative that you work with spirit as well. I talk about it ad nauseum, that video that I've done called Please Show Me how to actually ask spirit to help you. That is so vitally important and it works like a bomb. It sounds so simple and silly, but it really works. And we have to remember we are part spirit, part human. And we have to do the 50-50, and that's when things really come together and work out. All right, so when I say take charge, what I'm saying here is you need to take charge of your life. You need to take charge of the direction it's going in. You need to work on your manifestation. You need to say, you can't say, well, I watched one Abraham Hicks video and it didn't work. Yeah, not really going to. Some people don't agree with Abraham. Did I just get it? Abraham Hicks. I've just hit a blank. Okay, you know who I'm talking about, hopefully. That is a example as well. I'm not saying that I'm an advocate for that or anything, but if we work on intention and we realize how to set those intentions and how to get goals, and we do it properly, then we won't have the situation where we say, but I've been manifesting for so long and nothing ever comes of it. It won't fail if you do it correctly, okay? And we all actually know how to do it correctly. We just kind of have forgotten. So we need to relearn this. And the way in which to do something correctly is you need to take the guidance from spirit. You need to listen to your gut instincts. You need to take that guidance. You need to follow your gut and say, this doesn't feel right, or this feels right. I feel compelled to do this. You need to follow that guidance. You need to trust it. You need to trust yourself more. All right? You need to take charge. This is what this is saying. So, as I was saying earlier, if you, for instance, ask me for help and you say, Shireen, give me guidance, that's all I can do is give you the guidance. What you do with it then is up to you. You need to set up a plan. You need to take action then to actually get that ball rolling. You need to show the universe your intention. All right? So I can't just say, okay, well, this is what you do, and you think, okay, well, Shireen's put it out there for me. It doesn't work like that. Or let me do an energy session for you to get a job, but you're not looking for a job. Okay, you can't be doing that. You need to take action. You need to take responsibility for yourself, responsibility for your life. I can't just purge all the negativity out of your life if you're shoving more in this side. I can't be putting out fires if you're lighting them on the other side. And this is what we need to do. We need to also then lead by example. We need to help others. We need to teach others. We need to not be selfish in the things that we are achieving or doing, or the knowledge that we acquire. We need to share it. We need to empower others, because a lot of the time we haven't come into the power that we have by ourselves, but through someone else's words or someone else's example. So therefore we have to do that for someone else as well. Okay, so this is saying lead by example. Don't say, well, this is what you should do with your life, and you're not actually doing it with your life. Okay, and we're all guilty of it. We have this knack of looking at somebody else and judging and say, well, that person doesn't have their things in order. They should be doing this. They should be doing that. That person should be a better mother or father. They should be doing their job better. Whatever it is. But if we actually take the time to sit and look at ourselves, we need to say, well, where do I maybe need a bit of work done? Where are the things that I need to change about myself? There's an old saying that says, don't throw stones if you live in a glass house. And we all live in a glass house. There is no perfect person on this planet. So keep your own house in order, take responsibility for your actions, and lead by example. If you do get something right, then share it with someone. Again, we are not all perfect, but there are things that you do correctly. There are good things that you can do, and abilities that you have, and knowledge that you can impart to other people as well. That's vitally important. You can give in some way. You can't say, well, I'm no use to anyone because I'm not good enough, or I'm not perfect, so how can I ever tell anyone to do anything? You don't have to tell anyone to do anything, but you can show people and you can help people. Things that you've learned, things that you know how to do, a craft that you have, whatever it is, whatever you're good at, find that thing, because that will also help you live more purposefully. It will help you to do what you feel compelled to do what you love to do. This is what I used to love to do, and I used to do it until 2 in the morning because I had a 9 to 5 job. But follow that, because that is what you are here to give to the world. Okay, very important. So you need to lead by example, but you need to make sure that you are also admitting the fact that you are here. You're a work in progress. That's what we are. We are here to learn, to be a work in progress, to not be perfect, to make mistakes. Relationships are lessons. Okay, and that's what we're here to do, to make mistakes and find the way to correct them so that we can become better all the time. All right, walk your talk. Basically the same thing. I just want to see what it says in the book here quickly, because this is relatively new to me, this particular deck. Ashtar, also known as Commander Ashtar, is a multidimensional being who promotes truth, peace, and harmony between the planets. He is said to be an extraterrestrial, but appears in human form so that he can communicate at a heart level with all of those on Earth who call on him. He is part of the Great White Brotherhood, a congregation of light beings who work to bring healing to the world, and is a wonderful guide to those who are feeling the call to bring positivity, healing, and inspiration to those around them. He lifts up the hearts of leaders and inspires them to walk their path with complete integrity. You receive this call to action and are being asked to step up and create the changes that you want to see in the world. Divine inspiration is all around you, and Ashtar is a legion of cosmic angels and are standing by to offer you loving support. Know that you're being encouraged to be honest, assertive, and true in a loving way. You may feel your ego trying to hold you back, but know that when you take the first step, the next one will soon follow. Take some time to connect with the universe by looking up at the stars, knowing that there are loving beings of light gazing back down upon you. You are not alone. Okay, so in a lot of ways, I don't take all of this to heart, so to speak. And when we talk about angelic energies and stuff, that's a whole different ball game as well. I'd love to talk about that more in another video. But if you don't believe in angels, if you don't believe in extraterrestrial beings, whatever the case is, look at it as an archetype. Basically, what it's saying to you is this energy is here today. There's a message coming from wherever you want to take it from. It doesn't matter. But it's saying you need to take decisive action. You need to lead by example. You need to work with integrity. You need to help others. Okay. Be assertive about what you want. Make sure that you are living consciously and you're moving forward with a conscious effort, not just blundering around and work, eat, sleep like a mindless machine. We're here to be intentional in what we do, in the words we speak, in the things we do, in the things we teach our children, in the way that we are, and how that affects and interacts with other beings, okay? Everything you say and everything you do has an effect on so many people that you don't even realize it. I say repetitively that your words have power. And they do. If you say something hurtful to somebody, that can ring through with them for the rest of their lives. If you say something positive to somebody, the same thing. You can say to one person, you can do it, and walk away from their desk at work. And you could have changed their lives because you could have planted a seed of ambition, and that person goes out and says to themselves, I can do it, and becomes very successful. You don't know that. It could have been from that one thing that you tell them. Or you could have said to them, you'll never amount to anything, and have had the same opposite effect. Okay, remember that. And remember, when you're manifesting or you're saying a prayer or you're putting it out there to the universe, whatever you want to call it, that your words have power. If you say, I'm never going to achieve anything, then you're probably never going to achieve anything, because you are putting it out there. You are making it real. So be very careful of what you want to make real. Okay. I said to a couple of clients today, I came up with a good analogy for it. I always say, focus on what you want to grow. All right, so if you imagine a little field of mushrooms, and I say to you, okay, sit there. All the red mushrooms are poisonous, but all the white mushrooms are healing mushrooms. Whatever you focus on is going to grow. You're going to be very, very cognizant of the fact that you shouldn't be staring at any red mushrooms, okay? It sounds silly, but this is exactly how you need to live your life. If you're focusing on something negative, or you're obsessing about a problem or a person, that the resentment is just growing and the anger is growing and this festering wound is growing inside of you, shift your focus. You do not want to grow that. But you do want to grow prosperity for yourself and a better relationship with your partner or your child or whatever the case is. Shift your focus. Dismiss the things that you don't want to grow. You just say, nope, don't want to grow that. Thank you very much. Shifting my focus. And you'll be surprised how that works. So imagine that every single thing you look at, that you lay your eyes upon or your mind upon, is growing. And you'll very quickly change your mind and say, nope, don't want that. Not thinking about it, not focusing on it. Okay, and that is how you do it, because getting into a negative mindset is a habit. So you have to cultivate a different habit of not focusing on the red mushrooms. Okay, it's just like if I say to you, look at this video and focus on anything that you see that's green. All of a sudden, everything looks quite green to you. Oh, there's something green over there and over there. And then I say, focus on everything that's blue. And you notice how much blue there is in my top. And then you'll notice other blue things, maybe my tattoo. Okay, but it's where your focus lies. And if I say to you, focus on that person who hurt you, that's what you're going to focus on. And we focus and focus on it until it drives us insane. But if you decide, I don't want to grow that negative relationship, but I do want to grow my business or the happiness in my family, this is what we should be doing. Okay, so take responsibility for that, because whether you like it or not, what you focus on grows, and you are responsible for that. And you are responsible for how your attitude and your mindset also affects everybody around you, because your consciousness becomes your reality. And your outer reality, again, whether we like it or not, affects the people around us. So to some extent, we have to take ownership for that. Okay. All right, guys, very long message. I will try to keep them longer in future. Shorter in future, but I wish you a lovely evening, and I'll chat to you all again. Take care. Bye.